Graham? Graham, what time is it?
Early. Do you want some coffee?
Yeah, go on then. Did you manage to get any sleep at all last night?
No. I just keep playing it through in my head. The last moment I saw her alive.
Before she set out on her own, you mean?
That's right.
You can't blame yourself, you know, Graham.
No. Some of the questions the police asked.
Yeah, but they don't think it was your fault, do they?
No. I just couldn't help seeing how things might have been different.
This isn't doing you any good, you know.
It was so pointless. She just wanted to prove her route was the quickest. Why didn't I just go along with her?
It was an accident.
Then why do I feel so guilty?
Well, no one else is blaming you. For your own sake, stop putting yourself through this. Think about it. It's the last thing in the world Rachel would have wanted, isn't it?
I hadn't really thought about that. Burial, I suppose. Well, it'll be a private service at St Mary's. She was 27. Look, will it be all right if I call you back? Yeah, I will.
Should you be having to do that?
Chris wanted me to. He's got enough on his hands already.
I see.
Yeah, Graham's in no fit state.
And are you? What about her father?
No one knows where he is.
This must be very confusing for you.
Yeah, well, I've known her most of her life. Can't just forget all that, can I?
No. No, I don't expect you to.
Look, I'm sorry, love. I just wanted to do this one last thing for her. I won't, if it's going to cause any trouble.
Is there anything I can do to help? I'll make the arrangements if you like.
Oh, Sarah.
Oh, Jack. It'll be all right. Everything will be all right.
You were the last person I was expecting. It's not a particularly good time.
I won't stay. I just wanted to say how sorry I am about Rachel.
Laura?
You haven't told him?
Not yet. How do you tell a 3-year-old boy he's never going to see his mother again?
Chris, I'm sorry. Look, do you want me to take him off your hands for a while, give you a chance to sort things out?
No, I want him with me.
Okay. If there's anything I can do...
I was trying to remember a time when I was nice to Rachel. I couldn't.
I'm sure she knew you cared for her.
Doubt it.
I wish I could think of something useful to say.
A year, you probably won't even remember her.
That's not true. You'll be able to tell him all about her, how much she cared for him.
It's not really fair. How things work out in life.
What do you mean?
2 parents. One of them, he would devote their whole life to you. The other, well, he barely gives you the time of day. Which one goes and dies? What am I going to tell him? Where on earth am I going to find the words?
Kelly, this is gorgeous.
Not now, I am late for work.
Take a minute to have a look.
Very nice.
Well, try and show some enthusiasm.
I don't like it.
Oh, rubbish. Emily, have a look at this. Donna would look lovely in that, wouldn't she?
I don't really know about that kind of thing, Mrs. Windsor.
Forget it.
See you later.
You've hardly lifted a finger towards this wedding.
Well, doesn't it mean anything to you?
What?
Rachel died yesterday. Out of respect, we shouldn't be doing this today.
The whole world doesn't just stop, you know. She wouldn't have wanted it to.
You're all heart, aren't you?
Scott, you've got taste. Wouldn't Donna look lovely in that?
Yeah.
There you are. Right, Donna's bridesmaid. Oh, Vic would have loved to have been there. Still, it's a good job we got Scott, isn't it?
What do you mean, we've got Scott?
Well, somebody has to give you away. And personally, I couldn't think of anyone better. I don't know what you'd do without me, Kelly, I really don't.
I still can't believe it, you know, Biff. I mean, it's not as if she didn't know the place, is it?
Yeah, well, maybe she was just too sure of herself, you know? Running too close to edge when most of us would have been taking it easy. Anyway, we'll never know now.
It's that poor little lad I feel sorry for, you know. I mean, what chance has he got with Chris Tate as a dad?
He's got plenty of money to throw at him. He's not going to want for out.
Only a mum.
Yeah. Anyway, me and Kathy are going to go around and see Graham in a bit. I'm not exactly looking forward to it, though. It's just going to bring it all back.
Yeah.
So, are you nervous about your wedding?
I mean, I'm not going into it with my eyes shut, Biff. I really think we can make each other happy, you know?
Well, if anybody's going to make a go of it with Kelly, I'm sure it'll be you. That didn't really come out right.
I know. Biff, will you be my best man?
You sure?
Of course I'm sure.
Well, yeah, I'd be honoured. Hello? Yeah, he's here. Just hang on a sec.
Hello? Yeah, it's me. That's right. I put a deposit down on my honeymoon. What? When? You can't do that. Listen, it. Hello? He's hung up.
Who was it?
Travel agents. I was supposed to get balance off of my honeymoon yesterday, and I forgot. He's gone and sold it to someone else. Oh.
All right, Kate.
What are you doing here?
Well, I just thought I'd see if there's anything I can do to help you with the wedding.
Yeah, there is. You cannot turn up.
I couldn't help but notice that you didn't seem all that bothered about it.
When I walk down the aisle with Roy, it's going to be the happiest day of my life.
And I'll be right beside you all the way.
Listen, Scott, if you cared about me, you'd stay away.
And how would that look, eh? Your own stepbrother not being there for your wedding.
I don't care what you like. I don't want you there. Just say you're ill or something.
We haven't really got much of a choice, Kelly. So we might as well just make the best of it.
There isn't any best of it. I don't even want you at the church.
Yeah, well, tough. Because I'm going to be right there when you take your vows. Close enough to touch. And I can't wait to see Roy's face when he finds out. I'll see you later, Kelly. Dun, 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 dun.
You're not here on your own, are you? I thought you'd have someone staying with you.
Paddy stayed the night, but then he had to go to work. I've been fine. I'm just trying to keep myself busy.
I still can't believe it.
I keep thinking it's all been a practical joke. At any minute now, she's going to come running in and laugh at how stupid we've all been not to see it.
Oh, Graham.
Do you want to hear the best bit? It's going to be the happiest day of our lives. I was going to give her this. That was the reason for the picnic. Take her somewhere beautiful and ask her to marry me. But now she'll never know.
Listen, I'd best get off. We're all... Graham, I'm sorry about what happened to Rachel. I'll see you.
Morning, Betty. Have you missed me? Lovely day, eh?
Aye, and you're just about the only person that could think it.
Oh, for heaven's sake, cheer up, woman. Can't a man even pass a pleasantry to a neighbour these days, eh?
You ought to show some respect.
I come back from a couple of nights away. All I wanted was a little smile, a simple little nod. Very simple in your case. It's not too much to ask, is it?
You've not heard, have you?
No. But no doubt you'll enlighten me with some choice gossip.
It's Rachel.
Yes?
She's dead.
When? How?
They found her yesterday. Her and Graham had been on some sort of picnic up in the hills. They found her body at the bottom of Burview Crag. She must have fell off the edge.
Now she's dead?
I just don't see how we can make the sums add up. Not now that I can't put in.
I've still got 10,000 tucked away. Look, we're an attractive, engaged couple with prospects. They'd be queuing up to lend us money.
But I've not had any actual experience. You know, in charge of a bar.
Yeah, well, I've had plenty. And you'll soon pick it up. It's all about confidence, Gavin. And you've never been short in that department, have you?
You're brilliant, you are.
And don't you forget it.
What are you two whispering about? It's enough to make a girl paranoid.
Just one of Bernice's little schemes. Nothing for you to worry about, honest.
I just can't flaming believe that travel agents have sold me holiday to someone else.
Oh, they can't do that, can they?
That's what I thought, but they have.
Well, you want to go and complain to someone?
Complain? I feel like putting someone in hospital.
Oh, that's the way our butcher caught the situation. I could hit you with a bit more nous.
Brilliant start to my life this is going to be.
Well, there are other honeymoons you can book.
Not now I've lost my deposit, there they are. Where am I going to get money from? What's Kelly going to say?
I'm sure if you explain it to her.
Oh, I'm going to be her husband, supposed to be able to provide for her, and that I'm first chance I get, I let her down.
Roy,
I thought you meant to be at work.
I've got some bad news about the wedding.
Really?
Well, it's Viv. She wants Scott to give me away.
She what? Scott? You are joking. Oh, this is flipping marvellous.
Oh, Tricia.
Hello, Grandad. How you feeling?
Oh, restless. Desperate to get out of here.
But a pub ain't the same without you. The whole village is really upset about Rachel.
Yes. Is it strange to think I won't see her again? I just hope I can get out of here in time for her funeral.
Well, you just worry about getting better.
What happened to Rachel has made me come to a decision.
What?
I've wasted enough time behind the bar at the Woolpack. I want to enjoy what's left of my life. I've decided to retire.
Retire? We couldn't cope without you.
Nonsense. It's time to give younger hands a chance.
Younger hands? Oh, I don't know what to say.
Well, you won't get me to change my mind. As soon as I get out of here, I'm putting the Woolpack on the market.
Am I disturbing you?
No.
I'm so sorry. She was a lovely woman. We'll all miss her.
I thought coming here might make me feel better.
Perhaps it will.
When something like this happens, I don't know how you believe in all that.
When someone as young as Rachel dies, it all seems a bit senseless.
Yes.
But she was a very happy person. And she lived life to the full, and there has to be some comfort in that.
She died because of me.
That's not true.
How could you possibly know? You weren't there.
It's not uncommon for the bereaved to feel a certain amount of guilt.
Is that right? I don't think you can have any idea what I'm going through right now. Not a clue.
It will get easier, you know. In time. Believe me.
You really do have all the answers, don't you, Reverend?
I'm just trying to help.
I made a mistake in coming here. This is no place for someone like me. I'm sorry.
Graham.
But you can't can't sell the wall pack. It should stay in the family. I kind of thought you might leave it to me one day.
That would have been nothing I would have liked better, but thanks to Steve Marchant's investment scam, I haven't got any savings. I'm sorry, Trish, but the wool pack is my pension. I've got to sell it to the highest bidder.
Well, how much is it worth, then?
250,000?
Oh, I can't find that sort of money. It's come as a bit of a shock.
Well, it's a bit of a surprise to Bernice, too.
Bernice? You mean you told her before you told me?
I had to. She's my bar manager.
And I'm your granddaughter, in case that means anything to you. Although obviously it doesn't, otherwise you wouldn't be treating me like this. I've got to go.
Tricia.
It's just right. Thanks.
Sir. Oh, yeah.
Just in time. How did it go?
It's all sorted for next Tuesday. It weren't the easiest thing I've ever had to do.
Oh, would this be the funeral, you mean, Jack?
Aye.
Well, it was very good of you to take that on.
Well, someone had to, didn't they?
And it don't bother you then, love? I mean, her and Jack, you know.
Shut up, Betty. Come on, let's go and sit down.
Do you know, some people take offence at the slightest thing.
It were a bad do, Rachel's accident.
If it was an accident.
What do you mean by that?
Well, you're a woman of the world, Betty. And Rachel was known for dabbling in a few drugs every now and again.
Was she now?
Well, maybe she'd been sniffing that wacky-backy and fell off the edge in a purple haze.
I've never heard such rubbish in my life.
What do you reckon, Eric? Do you think Rachel's death was an accident? Or is there more to it than meets the eye? Blimey. Don't think he did it, do you?
Paddy, can you spare a moment?
Eric, I've had a long day. I've hardly slept last night. Can we make it tomorrow?
I just wanted to say, I just heard the terrible news.
Yeah, I know it's hard to believe in it.
I was wondering, how does Graham seem to be taking it?
Eric, use your imagination.
Have the police questioned him at all?
Of course they have. He was the last person to see her alive, wasn't he?
Well, precisely. So, do you know the exact details at all?
Right, her and Graham went for a picnic up in the hills, and then they went for a hike, and they got separated, and Rachel vanished, and they found her the next morning at the foot of a cliff.
And the police think it was an accident?
Of course they think it was an accident. What else could it have been? Excuse me.
This is hard for me as well, you know, Jack. I don't know how I should be feeling. For years, Rachel and I were so close, and then you and she...
Well, none of that really matters anymore now, does it?
I know it shouldn't, but I just can't let go of it.
No, this won't be an easy time for us, love. The least we can do is try and pull together, help each other through it.
Yeah, I know. And we will. You sure you're up to this?
I had to get out. I think I'd have gone mad.
Oh, Chris, it's all arranged. Ashley's going to do it.
Thank you, Jack.
I wasn't sure what you wanted to do about the flowers, whether you wanted to keep it just for family.
Well, I don't know.
We'll sort all that out. Chris is very grateful.
I'm really sorry, Chris. It's a terrible loss.
Yeah. Well, we'll all feel it in our own different ways.
You've played an absolute blinder, you have.
I beg your pardon?
This is what you and Gavin have been planning all along, innit?
We'll talk about this after hours.
Did you put the idea into his head?
What are you talking about?
Forcing Grandad to retire.
That is not how it is.
Why don't you tell me what was going on then?
Wasn't my place to. Is your Grandad, not mine.
This is another plan of yours, isn't it, out of that little black book? Find a nice country pub to run with your beloved Gavin.
Not allowed, please, Tricia.
Well, you're not having this one, Bernice. I'll tell you that for nothing. You're not getting your hands on this place.
I don't care about your flaming rules. I'm 150 quid out of pocket now, aren't I? I'm telling you now, you've not heard the last of this. Not by a long shot.
Sending you the money, right?
Bunch of flaming cowboys.
The good news is, I found my passport.
Great.
You're gonna have to give me a clue, Roy. Will I have to pack for hot or absolutely scorching?
Tell you what, I'll give you a clue a bit nearer time.
Well, even if Scott does his best to mess up the wedding, at least we've got the honeymoon to look forward to.
Yeah.
Look, Tricia, I know this has come as a disappointment to you. You must have imagined you might take over the pub yourself one day.
I still might.
Yeah, but there's no way you could afford it on your own, is there, sweetheart? Whereas me and Gavin have got a little nest egg.
Have you now?
And the punters like their local to be run by a couple. That's why me and my Gavin are ideal.
You and your Gavin ideal, are you? Well, while we're on the subject of your Gavin...
Look, Tricia, what I'm trying to say is, as long as me and Gavin are running the wall pack, which we will be, there'll always be a job for you behind the bar, OK? Good. I'm glad we got that settled. Best get back.
I'll quite understand if you don't want to see me.
Come in.
I just didn't think that we should leave things as they were this afternoon.
I didn't mean to take everything out on you.
At moments like these, one can feel very much alone. I just came to show you that you're not.
Everyone at the moment's full of sympathy, but that'll wear off. Soon they'll remember what they've lost and whose fault it was.
Oh, you must get that idea out of your head.
I am to blame, Ashley.
In what way?
I took her up to Burview Crag, only I came back. I'll never forgive myself.
You will. In time.
As soon as the funeral's over, I'm going to leave here. I couldn't bear the village starting to turn against me.
Oh, they won't. I promise you. You're among friends here. People who care about you. People who'll help you get over this. Don't turn your back on them just because of a tragic accident.
Look, I appreciate what you're trying to do, but I really need to be on my own right now. Do you mind?
Of course, of course. But you'll think it over before you do anything drastic, won't you?
Yes.
Good night, Graham. And if you need to talk,